Good morning, people. Hope everybody's doing okay. Everybody doing okay today? I hope so. Uh, hi, hi, you two out there. Mm-mm-mm. Well, it looks like I've seen some very telling screenshots. Wow. First, he wants to tell me what to do. Then he wants to call me back, tell me he's sorry. Then I see those screenshots. Well, dude, hey, man, you just showed true colors, buddy. Best off staying with your new group of friends. Don't try to come over, try to play I'm your friend too when you sit there and do shit like that, dude. You know, I ain't gonna sit in someone else's stream just to look cool, make fun of someone that I say I like. By the way, in one of those screenshots right above you, one of the persons you were hobnobbing with in there, Gen T called the cops on Eric Brandt. You want to hang out with people who call the cops on Eric Brandt, if they want to welcome a person called cops on Eric Brandt, good. Go hang with them. I don't care. But I don't need someone that's going to welcome that around me. I'm not saying who you can and can't be friends with. I'm saying I'm done with our friendship. There's a difference. No, I don't care about anything you got to say now. You sat there, hobnob, want to go there. Yep, I'm your friend to my face. Go make fun of me in front of others. Uh, just to look like one of the popular cool kids. Something I would have never done to you. Liked or disliked, whatever. Something I would have never done to you. So I'm going to say Instead of telling you who you can and can't hang out with, or say who I need to distance myself from, or you need to distance yourself from, whatever. I'm saying the friendship's done. Period. Well, you could lose my phone number. I ain't going to threaten you and your family like others have, or say nasty things about your family like others have. That's not my way. I will, however, point out that friends don't sit there and try to don't sit there and go around say, yeah, that mother, that guy can't even spell or whatever. Especially you, of all people, know I have dyslexia. When I get excited, I misspell things. I'm glad that you like to make fun of the disability that a person has as well. I've done it. I agree. But I ain't done it to someone I called friend. So keep your newfound friends. Forget this one here. I don't need friends like you. Friends like you, I don't need no fucking enemy. Just saying. And my that people is the difference between a friendship and an acquaintance. I haven't known him no more, probably a little over a month. And he wants to play games. I'm glad I found out what he was to begin with early on. That is something that's done. Will stay done. By the way, apology is not accepted. Anything. You remind me of that kid that goes out on the playground. Uh, you sat there and reminded me of the kid that went out there on that playground, Indy fan. I was growing up. He saw the kids over here hanging out, and he saw these kids over here hanging out. These kids over on the right were the kids that were snotty, Richie people, always making fun of people, always downing people, always doing that. And you always wanted to be part of that crowd. So I'm going to step in and I'm going to make fun of someone I call a friend just to be part of that crowd. Then come back to that person and say, I'm your friend. I never did that. And that's what I just saw about you today. I don't need people like that around me. Don't want people like that around me. And that's exactly what I just seen in you today. with the text, with the video I've seen, with everything you've done. Well, here's your chance. Go be with your little friends over there. Go be with the people that will sit there and feed you and spin you lies. And I've told you so many different lies that they've spun you and fed you, it's not even funny. Go be there, any fan. Because I sure in the hell don't want you. I don't want to. I don't want to hinder any of your progress with with them people. You're progressing very well with them. See, I know what you are, any fan, because I was once you. I was once you. I ate that shit up. I did that shit when I first got here. So I wanted to fit in. But if fitting in meant compromising my morals, compromising what was right, compromising me and where I stand, then I don't want it. My morals and what is right, what is the truth, as the way I know it to be, ain't going to be compromised. But you showed how quick you're compromised, buddy, just to fit in. I'm all right, Kata. Just figured out someone that I thought might have been actually a friend. What he was today. Now all I found out he's just like he just wanting to play the I want to be popular and hang out with the popular people, what they consider the popular people. You know me, I'm not that person. I was that person. I tried it at first, and it just was not sticking because I couldn't compromise myself to do that. Yeah, it's all good though. Life. You gotta learn and live. You gotta learn and live. That's part of life. Telling the person who he can and can't hang out with, or or distance himself from anybody. I'm not telling him that. Matter of fact, I'm saying I'm done and letting him go to them people he wishes to go over there and make fun of someone's dyslexic disability and things like that with. Dude, they've done that many times before to me, by the way. And he fit right in there making fun of that. And then tries to call me friend the next day. You see? I made fun of people's little wheelchair disabilities. Yes, you can say that. I'm not denying that. That person has not nor never has been my friend. And said and nor have I sat there and said he was my friend after I just went over to a stream the night before and made fun of him after I said, "Yep, that's my friend. That's my friend." Then go to a stream, make fun of him, and then come back the next day and say, "Yep, I'm your friend," and then tell me I need to distance myself from people that are my friend. I always do, Kata. You know I do. One of the things you like about me, and one of the things you keep coming here to see me do is be myself, but true to myself. Need anybody wishy washing that way on me. That's one thing I've never done to a friend. Have I joked with friends like Salty? Yes. I've joked with him, but he's been here when I done it. Don't go over to other people's streams and say stuff about Salty. It's right here, joking, having fun, not trying to make myself look good in the eyes of someone else. Yeah, you know, it's fine, truth. What I think is funny though, he did exactly the same thing that Slow Burner did to him, to me. Same exact thing Slow Burner did to you, minus the threat to the family. You did to me. There's you some food for thought there, anything. There's you some food for thought there, buddy. You know, that pissed me off and I had you back on that, any fan. You know, other people had you back, but you're no better than him. I don't have you back with that no more. Because you proved to me one thing, you're no better than him. No better than him. Yes, Caterpillar. That's exactly what he is a fair weather friend. I don't want fair weather friends. I want someone who dig into the trenches, weather the storm, and pull on through as a friend. That's what I want. And Salty Grant, I can tell you now, has done that very goddamn thing with me. Weathered the storm, pulled it through, got in the trenches and the foxholes right with me. gonna say, "Oh, but he went after my mammy," until he found out the truth about that. See, here's the problem: any fan has found out the truth. He's seen the truth. He's seen the lies. It's been put to him to his face, and that's where you two differ. Boy, do you two differ big time. Oh, he used to cuss you, and he used to rant and rave at you. Told you to go eat a dump truck full of dicks back when you first started, and y'all started going at it. Yeah, well, I threw that first stone, didn't I? I went after him first, not the other way around. Wow. He forgave me for that. That's a friend. Yeah. Hey, Brian. Oh, he made fun of you and went after you. That lady dies. Then he learned the truth. He learned the truth. And then the truth, he came back, he apologized, and he ain't done it again. See, the thing is, you've seen that truth of what I've said and what I talked, and yet you still chose to go after me. Chose to go after a disability I have. And then claim you're my friend the very next day. And claim I need to distance myself from one of my friends. Hey, News Now, Preston, Nashville. How you doing, buddy? I don't need a person like that. To me, that's what I call two-faced. I don't need two-faced. See, with Salty, at least to know where he stands, even if he's pissed off at me and went after me because of a lie. At least with him, I know where he stands. Okay. I don't even know where you stand, dude, when you sit there and do stuff like that. Well, Preston, if you'd like to come up here, this is a friend, by the way. This is another one I consider friend. Hey, Callie. Yeah, damn good auditor. He's a damn good cop watcher. He brings you the story the right way, not with the propaganda bullshit spin on it. Good guy. Why don't you come on up here, News Now, Preston? You're a good guy. You're a friend. Uh, hold on 1 second. If you're back there, Preston, give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. So how you doing, News Now, Preston, man?
Good. What about yourself?
Let me get rid of that. I'm listening to myself talk again. Yeah, there you go, Kata. You're correct. And I was watching that video of that first shooting, man, that you went on today.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that was interesting how the sergeant came up to you and talked to you openly like that. It was quite interesting.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was not expecting that, but it happened.
Yeah, I was like, wow. You know, that sergeant was, but I'm wondering if around Nashville, maybe they might be starting to get a little tired of the propaganda and the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm starting to see. You got your local news working with you. They know you're bringing out the true facts and the true
Yep.
story. Um, them cops, at least that sergeant, at least, seem to want to get the true story out, not this bullshit. Well, he had a fucking mental disability, and we got away with whatever shit. Seemed like it was a true. He wanted the truth out there. So
Yep.
maybe
That's what it.
huh?
I said, yep. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, it was like very interesting to see. So maybe Nashville might have hurt, might have hit a hurdle. Maybe I don't know. Uh, it'd be interesting to see where this goes from here, huh?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Did
It
you
ain't
ever see?
just. I hope it ain't just to try to lull the confidence. Is the point.
Right. Did you ever see the other one I posted that said graphic nature or graphic content? I mean,
I didn't get to see that one yet, but what's it about?
well, the police department decided they wouldn't cover up the body that got shot, and I zoomed in on the actual man being shot in the chest in his car, which I had to put graphic content that way somebody wouldn't report me.
Right. Yeah, yeah, they do. People that get like traffic accidents and stuff that get that stuff also have to do that too. I
Yeah,
watch a lot of those.
the one before that, which was like 2 days before that, they put a yellow tarp over the body. This one, they seemed like they really didn't care if he got covered up or not.
See that's gross.
Yeah, I know
Um,
that's why I said you need to see the whole video to see what's going on.
yeah, I will go look at that one. Because the cops care so little. Yeah, the person's dead, but then you hear, well, you can't film that because the family might find out before we let them know or whatever.
Yep, you're right.
Then why the fuck didn't you cover that body up? I seen um what's his name out of Arizona. God dang it, I can think of his whole channel thing. He had a video where the cop got up in his face. Why are you even filming? Da, 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 da. The guy was shot and all that. And he sat there and goes, well, why ain't you covered up the body so that people don't know who it is?
Right.
And for 2 hours they had a chance to cover that body and never did.
Right.
You know?
On that video with the graphic nature one, I caught two things at one time. I caught the suspect that they arrested on the scene, and I caught the murder.
Yeah, yeah. What? What's
Good
up?
morning. Good morning, Tammy.
Good morning.
How are you?
I've been better.
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, that's why I came up before to wonder what was going on. He's got a total different sounding voice tonight.
News Now,
Preston.
Nashville.
Yep.
Bill Preston.
I don't, Preston,
Hey,
I don't have
Salty,
your back.
what's up?
How's it going?
What's up, Salty?
Uh,
Good
Hey,
morning,
what's up,
Lou.
Preston? What's up?
what
Good
I
morning,
found
Lou.
out, what I found out is this: is someone sits there the day before, calls me a friend, goes to Teresa's panel, makes fun of my dyslexia and how I spell the word neighbor, and then comes back to me the very next day and calls me friend. Then tries to tell me who I should and should not be near as a friend, and I should distance myself from a friend. I don't give a crap about what you think about Salty Peanut. I don't give a crap what he thinks. I don't give a crap about what Teresa thinks. Salty's been there as a friend longer than any of y'all in this fucking goddamn YouTube. All right.
Well, yeah,
Me
I
and
think
him have
that's
been
what.
in the trenches thick and thin.
Okay, but
Okay.
that's what I wanted to come up and talk about, because sometimes, and I have the same issue, is that I have acquaintances and friends that don't get along, or they have differences of opinion. But with all of my advocacy work, I've learned that sometimes it's best to sit on the fence and let the two friends argue over their differences and just stay out of it. And and Tammy, you're being dragged
Or in
in
this case, non-friends.
over a joke, which started out to be a
Oh,
joke.
here we go.
Lou, let me finish. So, Tammy,
Okay.
I'm going to give you from my own personal experience when being a child advocate in Washington, D.C. I'd go at least once a month. There were members of Congress that I didn't like, but because we needed a bill for the safety and efficacy of medicine in children, I had to suck it up, whether I liked them or not.
Well, guess
And,
what? This ain't fucking DC. I ain't playing.
but
This ain't fucking DC. Okay. And I understand that. I've been there. I was there for Native American rights, so I know the difference too.
right, but
So don't even try to play that game with me.
right,
And
but
no, and
but
no, no
sometimes
one's going to sit there and say they're my friend. Go behind my back just to go to someone else's panel to look good and make fun of me, and then come back to me and come to my face and say you're my friend again. No.
yeah, and I
See, at
think
least you've never
Do you
done
think
that
I
to
can
me,
add something
Peanut.
to this?
you know what, Tammy? You know why I've never done it to you? Because you've never done it to me. You've treated me with respect,
I've
Tammy.
already treated
That's
you
the
with
difference.
respect, and you know that. I've actually been somewhat disrespectful to you in many ways, but at least you knew where I stood.
And I wasn't afraid to give it back to you, and you respected the fact that I did give it back to you.
You knew where I stood. You know where I know where you stand. That little two ways wishy washy shit I don't play. And staying on a fence, no, I ain't gonna sit there and
So,
play
uh, so, so can I speak now?
that. Yeah, go ahead.
So I just want to make one more
So,
point. You know, I can sit on Teresa's panel and offer up my opinion, and then again, I'm a moderator for Rogue Nation, and I sat in his premiere and participated in that last night. So I know that I can be on both sides, and it's just how we treat one
That type of
another.
thing I can understand. And that's the point I get at. I could have friends that you don't like, and I'll have friends that vice
how many
versa.
times
Okay,
have we had this
I have friends you
conversation
don't
over the
like.
past,
You'll have
Tammy?
friends I don't like.
How
What's
many
that,
times have
Salty?
we had this conversation past, Tammy? You said, "Hey, I, I
Lou,
got people you
Tammy
don't
is
like, and
speaking.
you got don't like." So,
Tammy is speaking. Please let him finish.
you know what? the fuck up. You've been dominating the goddamn microphone since I walked in this fucking room. Let me fucking speak. Shut the fuck up.
I was here
All
first.
I did tonight with that video is I brought seats.
I was here first. Let me
Receipts that
finish.
you and your group of Discord always for. I brought my
I don't
receipts
belong
and
to
the story.
Discord.
It's in there
I
in
don't
black and
belong
white.
to
And if you don't
Discord.
like it, eat a fucking dick. Eat a dick.
You better not tell her to eat a whole dump truck load of dicks. That one's reserved for me, asshole.
Tammy, nobody can eat a dump truck full of dicks. And I'm not talking a regular, I'm talking the mining dump truck where the fucking tires are like 20 foot tall. And it looks like a ginormous Tonka toy truck on steroids. That's always going to be reserved for you.
Salty, didn't anybody ever teach you to speak properly to a woman? That's why you don't get respect. It's
well, if you'd act like a woman, I would treat you like a woman.
Yeah. Why? Because
No.
I don't behave the way you want me to. It doesn't work that way. I'm my own woman.
See, there you go, putting fucking sentences in mouth and trying to fucking develop my behavior. You're good. No, I'm who I am. I don't like you. I don't respect you. You feel the same about me. Let's just agree. And if you act like an asshole, I'm going to treat you like an asshole. End of statement.
Well, you know what? I don't go around threatening mamas that they're going to put grandchildren's photos on porn websites. So, yeah.
But you do support people that go and send people directly to his house before he even said that.
No, I don't. No, I.
Oh, you don't?
I was
You
never
don't?
I
You
do.
don't?
That would.
You don't?
No.
You don't?
Nope.
You don't. Okay, then you don't support Teresa.
Wait.
Then you don't support Teresa? Then you don't support Teresa, Peanut?
I've never heard Teresa say.
Hold on here, no. You don't support Teresa, then, Peanut?
I do support Teresa, but
then you support someone that sent someone to his house.
I don't believe she ever did that. Why don't we ask?
You got caught in your bullshit, Peanut.
No,
right there. And that's why I have a problem with you, Peanut.
Tammy,
you just two-faced yourself.
I
don't support anybody, but you support, and you did. But yet you support someone that sent someone to his house to actually try to cause shit at his home.
Never.
Someone that's called his fucking goddamn work to try to get him fired. He threatens to get his fucking license pulled every day to try to get him fired from his job. And you support that. She's never once
ever said she was a part of that.
Never once sent someone to anybody's fucking house.
I've never heard Teresa support that. I'm sorry.
She's over there, right? There's a fucking video on her goddamn channel how she supported Colton Wood. Fuck you. You're a liar. You watched it. You even put a goddamn comment in there. You're a fucking liar, Peanut.
I'll have to go look at it because I haven't seen it.
Girl, you fucking put a comment in there, you lying fucking bitch.
Can you share the screen? Can you put it up and show me where I made a comment?
No, because if I do, Teresa's going to strike me and I ain't going to play that game. No, fuck you. Teresa's done tried to strike me 3 times for putting something up of hers. Fuck you. No, I'm not doing it.
Well, I don't think she would strike you because I'm asking.
I don't. But I respect privacy. I respect privacy, unlike she does. And when I get a private email sent to me by a private entity, I don't put it out there like she did to someone else.
Oh, that Pandora lady? Is that who we're talking
and by
about?
the way, so you know, she has every right for the privacy complaint because that's a private email from a private entity. might want to go look that one up. That's even the law.
Right. So Lou
I did.
doxing
I
me,
sat there and
all
looked
my
it up.
family members and my grandchildren. Well, that's why Lou got a strike. Lou got a strike because he exposed my grandchildren and myself by doxing all of us on his channel. That's why he got a
By
strike.
putting out pictures that
Says
are
it was
already out on an open
falsified.
site. Already by
It's
putting out
against
pictures,
YouTube's-
you say
Right. I
that we're on a
understand that.
public entity site. You
Right.
made
But,
it's your fault. You
but,
made your grandchild a public entity. That's
but,
your fault. That's
but,
your fault.
no. YouTube's terms of service specifically states no doxing. That's why
And
Lou
yet,
got
you
struck.
falsely made a claim of doxing because you
He
are a
did dox
public
me.
entity as soon as your picture's put out on a public platform.
Yeah, but you can't take one platform, bring it to another.
Yes, you can. Yes,
No,
you can.
can't.
Teresa does it all the time. Teresa does it all the time. What makes Teresa different than Lou? She does it all the fucking time. As a matter of fact, she tried to do it to me on a falsely made goddamn fucking Facebook page that got someone put in prison. And that's why she made a fucking video about misconstruing my words about how that motherfucker got in prison. She made a video saying, I got him put in prison. No, I reported the son of a bitch, and that's what I fucking said. Facebook's the motherfucker that put that son of a bitch in prison, and I'm damn glad of it. And that's why she did that, was to take away from what she did. She's the one who decided to bring that out. And then DDT Grits jumped on it right after she did.
Well,
Oops.
It's
so don't tell me it's not okay. If Teresa can do it, fucking Salty Rank can do it.
Well, I'm only speaking.
These are the people you support.
I heard, with Betsy yesterday.
All right, Preston. I'm sorry you got this. You got to deal with this. You try to have
what, Preston? You know what's great is because I've actually spoken to Rogue Nation and Wolfie Glen, Southeastern PA, specifically on this issue within the odd community, where I like to look at sites. I love it when the trolls expose child predators, sexual predators. I love when they bring it to my attention. I then bring it to Shin because he was seen with possibly one and put up a video, and the backlash was unbelievable. Rogue Nation says to hear about these individuals. He doesn't want to be a part of an auditor who molests 4 and 6 and 11 and are on the sexual registers list. And this is where we have issue. And I loved Bites because we do know that there are child predators out there within the community.
And I've helped expose my fair share of them too. I've helped to expose my fair share of them too.
Yeah, like News Now Permian Basin. We've got
I ain't gonna sit there and let you bash Salty Rant. But I ain't gonna let you sit there and bash Salty Rant for something that your little best friend here on YouTube's done herself.
But you know what?
And tried to make me look like a piece of crap when they did. But the only thing I could say that come good of that is I was exposed to the fact that someone had made a fake Facebook account about me, and I was able to report it. And then they found some nasty ass shit on that fake Facebook account, and they put that son of a bitch in fucking prison for 29 years without a chance of parole. His first parole hearing comes up in 29 years. That's the only thing that came good out of it, because your little friend tried to trash me on that, along with DDT Grits. tried to trash me on that. So no, I have no respect for her. I even tried to even look past that. And when she started calling people liars about their past, when they spoke about their past and how nasty their past was, then and only then did I get to the point I said I hated that bitch. And I do. I honestly hate her because she has proven everything to me that she says she's not. And you say she's not.
Yeah, and I think that's where you and I have a difference of opinion. Because, I've been within the community, I guess about 2 years now. And I've seen the horrible and the ugly that's been said about her. The things that people are saying are facts when in reality aren't facts.
Fact is, she fucking did what she did with YouTube, with the Facebook, brought it to this community, tried to trash me and make me look like a piece of shit. Fact.
Well,
okay. Fact
people
is,
say horrible.
She sat here right on my panel and called a girl a liar. Straight up called her a liar.
Well, was she lying?
No, the fuck she wasn't. That's the point. She didn't even know what that girl had said, evidently, because then she probably would have changed her little bit of a story. But she got caught. Well, and when I said what the girl said, when I said what the girl said to me and said in salty rants, she said her next was, well, he couldn't have done that. He didn't have a fucking car at the time.
I don't know who we're talking about, so I can't even.
You were in the panel.
She was on the panel. I wasn't on the panel.
No, I said you were in the chat.
But who were you discussing? What girl?
I ain't bringing her name into it because she's asked me to leave her name out of my mouth for a while. So I'm going to respect her for that.
All right, no problem.
But you know who I'm talking about. Teresa knows who the fuck I'm talking about. Go ask her. That's what got her thrown off my panel. Ask her why she got thrown off my panel. And then told I hated her and she's not welcome here no more.
I will ask her. I will.
And she'll tell you. I guarantee you that person that's asked to keep her name out of people's ask people to keep her name out of her mouth, she's going to tell you her name.
Well, if I ask Blue to keep my name out of his mouth, well, he.
Yeah, he tried. He tried for almost a week. You couldn't keep his name out of yours.
Hey,
I sat there. I was on his panel for that week. He was over on my panel for a week. Never talked to you. Talked about you for a week, and then boom, you were that whole fucking week. You were talking shit about him. So don't ask him to keep your name out of his mouth when you can't do the same.
I only respond to the comments that come out of his mouth. And I'm entitled to respond.
Entitled to respond to you as well. Bowen, so sad. Get over it.
All right. Well, you know what, Tammy? Yesterday, I didn't do anything wrong, and you banned me from your channel.
You're lucky you're up here. Well, this is my goddamn fucking channel, not yours.
That is
I
true.
can ban or have anybody here I like.
That is very true.
You understand?
That is very true.
Thank you. I don't care. You're right. You got banned. You want to know why? Because I also got the fucking proof that you gave GD access to she could be.
Wait a minute. I paid GD what?
I said you gave GD access to she could be your fucking little sock account.
I never gave
you got banned
access.
And that got banned too.
Wait a minute. How would GD get access to my sock account.
Why don't you ask yourself that?
I don't.
You gave it to him. That's the only way he can have access to it. You gave him access to it.
No way.
Oopsie.
Wait a minute, Tammy. That would mean if I gave him access to She Could Be, which means I would have to give GD all of my personal information and with passwords. Now, why would I give that to a man whose face I've never seen? That makes no sense at all.
Because I guarantee you have seen his face. Because
No,
I know
I
what goes
haven't.
on in your little private club sessions in fucking Discord.
Wait
And don't tell me you don't go there, Peanut, because you do.
Tammy,
See, that's
I'm
your
not
problem.
in Discord.
You all are so stupid.
Tammy, I'm not in
think
Discord.
You're invincible.
I'm
you
not
have
in
been
Discord.
fucking exposed so much by me, it ain't even funny.
Tammy,
you said you have seen that man's face in your Discord so many times.
Not in
he
Discord.
Talks to you all the time.
I'm not
you're
in
a
Discord,
liar,
Tammy.
Peanut. All right.
I am not in Discord.
You're a liar.
I am not in Discord.
Goodbye. That's for lying. Don't come back, Peanut. You're not welcome here. And yes, she is. She's been in Discord. She resides in Discord. She sits there, goes into private rooms with Discord. And yeah, I know it for a fact.
So, Tammy, I'm sorry if my video hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but these people, and what I mean, these people, I mean the Discord group.
You did not.
Please let me explain.
Let me tell you something. So, no, let me explain something. You did not hurt my feelings. You just brought to light what was the truth. The one that hurt my feelings wasn't you.
Well, I probably should have sent you the screenshot before making the video, but you said I could make the video. You wouldn't stop me from making the video, but I realized after I made the video, and that's why I gave you the link. Hey, I probably should have said something to him first, because here's the thing. These people
not make
Discord,
him,
they always want receipts.
I got a question, Salty. Did you go to his house and did you put a fucking gun to that son bitch's head and tell him to type what he typed?
No, but if I want you all to know that
then you are not responsible for that.
Hang on.
He's the one that's responsible for what he typed.
If I had the ability to go to his house and put the gun to his head, I probably would have jacked the bullet out of the chamber and dropped the magazine and pistol whipped him just for the fuck of it. Just for general principle. But enough with my fantasies on the internet. Here's my point. These people always call for receipts. All I did was make a video based on the receipts I had in front of me in black and white. His words. Making fun of the way you spelled the word neighbor. I knew what you meant, but I know you have a problem with the dyslexia. And sometimes when you're emotionally charged, sometimes, well, obviously he had a problem with it because he was making fun of it. I think that was right. All I did was chronicle his bad behavior.
I could sit there and make fun of things about him that I know about him, but I'm not going to do it. I could.
As far as any problems I have with Peanut, if she doesn't bring up my name, if she stops talking about me, I'm going to stop talking about her. Now, I don't think it's going to happen because, in my opinion,
for a whole week without ever mentioning her name. You went a whole week without mentioning her name, and that whole week all she did was talk about you.
Well, the only reason I know she was talking about me is Wymito had left a statement, a comment somewhere. I think it was on that lady's live stream. And she's like, he's a piece of shit just like you. Okay, well, now I'm going to respond to it. If she has a right to respond, to the comments that come out of my mouth. Obviously, I have a right to respond to the comments that come out of her mouth and anything she writes in text chat anywhere she goes, if she's speaking ill of me. However, most of the time, I don't, and I'll tell you why. What I wanted to tell her is I wanted to actually her for making all the comments she's made so far and continuing on with the bullshit. When a lady like Peanut gives me her power, she does it just like that. She'll talk about me. She'll try to degrade me and downplay the fact that I'm saying something. She tries to spin the narrative to her side. When she does that, like that lady or that woman, sorry, she has made countless videos about me. And she went back to the potato theme, and I thanked her for it because shit bucket theme wasn't working for her. She is
that shit bucket thing. That was the worst thing she's ever done. That was by far the worst ever video to try to troll you she's ever done. That was the worst work I've ever seen for her trolling you. I'm telling you that
now. However, her trolling is weak as fuck, and I'll tell you how I know. This woman has me on the brain 24/7, just like Peanut, just like GD, just like Young, Dumb, and Full of Cum, formerly known as Taryn Dixoff, and just like Benedict Arnold Tritter's
redneck rebel.
Benedict Arnold Tritter's bitch fucking any fan. They've all got me in their brain. They can't get me out of their brain. I'm just one guy. You know, do I have an opinion? I do. Do I share my opinion? You know I do. But do I go out looking to hurt other people? Fuck no.
Hold on, let me
sit over here on your channel.
Let me respond to something that Redneck Rebel said. Redneck Rebel, you're right. You'll never see her in their open comments of Discord. She always sits in their private comments where they have their little private rooms and sit there and powwow on how they're going to stop me and Salty Rant. Just saying. Sorry to stop you there. I had to respond to that.
It's fine. You know, apparently, Andy doesn't think about what he's doing. And, you know, that really wasn't an attack. And if you guys have all seen my work, most of you have, and some of you aren't fans, and it's okay. You know, when it comes to me, there's two sides. You either love me, God damn it, you fucking hate me and you want me dead. And
there ain't no in between either. And I know that.
There's no middle ground. There's no middle ground and there's no in between. And I got to tell you that for the longest time, I had a hard time with that concept of how other people perceive me. But okay, fuck it. Let's move on. We can agree to disagree and be civil about it. Let's do it. If not, you know, like when I hear from a lady, an alleged lady, let me put it to you like that. Have you ever been taught how to talk to a lady? I said, well, if you find a lady that's acting like a lady, I'll treat her like a lady. I mean,
many a lady's like a lady. But I sat here and called her a bitch right here because she sat there and lied. Okay. So she got the branding of a bitch from me tonight. Okay, for lying. And she sits there and backs this person who brought out this fake internet, fake Facebook thing. And I wouldn't be surprised if it said she was the first one to bring it out, not DDD Grits. Her. She was the first one to bring it out. I wouldn't be surprised if she was the one who either gave the idea or made it herself to try to fucking destroy me. But it did get one person put in prison. So actually, she didn't do it herself. She couldn't have because the one person got put in prison that actually did it. I hope she's proud of herself. I hope she's proud of herself. She got someone put in prison for her actions. since she was the first one to bring it out.
Well, Ralph, I used to watch him all the time, but I've still been waiting for like 2 years now for We the People Aren't Worth expose me to my family, friends, neighbors, community, possibly my church.
Yeah.
When you threaten a salty rant and then you don't come through with it, oh, I have fun with that.
Right.
And I
You
don't
know
do
what
this
gets
to
me
be
though?
threatened.
Hold on. I just got hit with an epiphany. She did not give a fuck. These are people call her friends and say they respect her. She's the first one that brought that out about that Facebook page being there. Okay. So I'm sure she knew who made it, that fake Facebook page. And she cares so little about her so-called friends that they will allow them to go to prison for 29 years without the possibility of parole. Boy, oh boy,
Apparently.
You really want to call something like that, friend? Go ahead. If you want to take the possibility of going to fucking prison for 29 years, go right ahead. That's how little she cares about these people that she calls friends. Think about that. Think about that. That's an epiphany that just hit me. 29 years this some bitch is in prison now for the disgusting shit he put on that Facebook page of mine.
According to that woman, your false claims.
Well, I know the truth. I know who brought it out.
And that, I know the truth because you told me the truth. You know, here's the and I hope you guys are all seeing this.
If you remember right, when I first found out about that, I went to go after her, and DDT Gritch came on my fucking panel and started yelling and screaming at me about it.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember a little bit of it, not all of it. I remember some of it, but you know, the thing is, all these people are trying to sell false narratives. Man, dude, it's like when it comes to me, it's like if I open my mouth and I say something that I truly believe, I'm gonna get hammered to dog shit. But you know what? Before you and Swammy and Betsy and others were around to help me and, you know, on my side, you know, when it came to the old Michigan Mr. Gatekeeper days, man, I was out there handing out ass kickings left and right, taking everybody on that side of the internet. I'm not saying it makes me a tough guy or anything like that because, you know, I don't threaten people to come to their house and do stupid shit. I'd rather just walk away and, you know, disengage. But if you're going to bring it to me,
very openly showed support to the man that's come to your house. Very openly did a fucking video on it. How she supported him. Fucking very openly has said that he needs to go to your house and do shit to you at your house. Very openly.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There ain't no denying that. It's been a very open right here on this panel.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Nah. She's been very open. There's no denying that.
She's been incredibly outspoken, and I'm glad that she's saying all these mean things about me. Because you know why, ladies?
So those of you that think it's right to send someone to a person's house to try to start shit at their house personally, go ahead and leave the channel. I don't need you. If you think it's right to support people that have called people's jobs, they have a mother-in-law, a wife, and an aunt to help support. You think that's right? Leave the panel. If you call their job to try to get them fired. if you think that's right that they called their job, it called a person's job to get them fired. You can go ahead and leave this channel. I overlooked a lot of shit from people that Teresa supported, okay, and things like that, and said that they were doing right. Like the person that I've talked to, and I sat there and personally listened to him on a speakerphone talking to my boss, trying to get me fired when I was a security guard at West Hershey. Okay. I heard him on the speakerphone. And she supported him and said he did right. You believe trying to take someone's money and survival away? Well, then you ain't no friend of anybody's and you need to go away. And I don't need you here. If you think that's all right. Just saying.
Well, how many times has it happened to me? Quite a few. Now today, well, I'll just say privately. I don't want to put it here on the live stream. Anyway, what I want you guys to know is Peanut's children's advocacy. And I believe that she is, but she won't let certain things go. So she supports that one who supports CW, the crazy guy in California that's been in my house, who just stating he wants to kill kids.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this too. If she has been, I'd like to know her real name so I could go see the shit that she fought for on paper, because my name is on paper for working with Native American rights during George Bush Sr.'s presidency. You can go look it up. You can go find it. My name is on them papers. And I'm goddamn proud to say my name's on that paper, along with my uncle. I'm goddamn proud my uncle's name was on that paper. That helped get that fucking passed and them rights passed and new abilities for Native Americans passed through George Bush Sr. Okay. I just want to know her name so I can see where her fucking name is on any paper.
I'll text it to you since I happen to have all the information. Remember, I got that big PDF file.
Look to see if I can find her name on papers where she went to the White House. My receipts are there. You just got to go look for it. And I ain't going to fucking look for it for you. And I'm not going to do your fucking homework for you. You all go do your homework.
Well, look, man, there's a guy bullying me on the internet. I was wondering if I could maybe do your homework for you and you could be my bully. Or not my bully, but my protector, like my bodyguard.
What are you talking about?
You remember that 80s movie with Chris Makepeace and Daniel Baldwin, where he had a guy, he hired him as my bodyguard, and then he got beat up by Matt Dillard and baldy looking fucking fuck. And at the end, to get his motorcycle that they threw in the lake, and he beat ass on this dude, and then Chris Makepeace beat the shit out of Matt Dillon. That's what I'm remembering. And it's just like high school, guy. I need a fucking bodyguard. Would you be my bodyguard?
Sure, I'll be your
throw
bodyguard.
You some cigarette money. I'll give you some fucking food. You know, you want me to give you some extra money so you can go buy a prostitute? No problem.
Sure, I'll be your bodyguard.
Who isn't bisexual? Appreciate it.
Right.
You know, because even a guy with no thumb.
Well, here's the whole thing. Everybody's bisexual. I don't care if you dated a woman. You had to buy that piece of ass, and it's probably way more expensive than going out to the woman tonight.
Let me explain something to you. I had a good friend that I grew up with in high school. His name's Paul. He came out back in fucking, I don't know, 2008, no, 2005, I think, from Chicago. He was only here for the day. And he used to stay in the neighborhood where I used to live with my parents at his aunt and uncle's house. So I went, picked him up. He's like, I got to get me some pussy. I'm like, well, what do you want? I said, you want dirty pussy? You want good pussy? In Vegas, as long as I knew all the spots to get pussy, but prostitution in Las Vegas, Nevada, the area of Clark County, which covers Las Vegas, East Las Vegas, West Las Vegas, Henderson, and Boulder City, and towns in between like Enterprise. It was illegal to engage in the services of prostitution. And you could get a fine, your picture in the paper and all that, name in the paper. So I drove him about, I don't know, 80 to 120 miles from my house to a place called Pahrump, Nevada. Pahrump, Nevada got its name as the Barnum Bear of the middle of town. And an elephant had to take a shit and went, Pahrump, and then dropped the load on the street. I know, bad joke. Anyway, prostitution in Nye County, which is where Pahrump is located, was legal. They had what they brothel houses, they call them chicken ranches. Well, I didn't see any clip, but I figured there was a bevy of cocks that probably ran through this house recently. And another bad joke. Let me not digress. So on with the story. Right. So my buddy gets this fucking Thai hooker. I mean, got a nice fucking ass, nice titties. I mean, well built, right? He didn't even last 15 fucking minutes. He paid the fucker in the ass, you know, anal, but he couldn't even do that. I mean, he blew his fucking load, dude. I was sitting there and, you know, they announced all the girls. I'm like, whoa. I mean, my mouth just dropped open. And madam's like, well, what's it going to be, sir? I said, I'll take them all. And she goes, hi, you're funny. I said, I wish I had the money. I'd take every one of these women. I said, it wouldn't be about sex. It would just be surrounding myself with beautiful fucking women and having conversation. She goes, fuck off. Get out of here and go to the bar. Don't waste my time. You know, she was a cantankerous old bitch. So I go to the bar and this fucking, wow, this old ass fucking hooker, fucking white lady, tanned out, but wrinkled as fuck. She was in the sun like one of them raisins and shit. You get at the bottom of the box all shriveled up and wrinkly. Probably was, you know, good in bed, but I wasn't looking for that. Anyway, she comes over and she's like, hey, big fella, what's going on? You want to buy an old girl a drink? I'm like, sure. Start engaging conversation. And she reaches up and puts her hand on my inner thigh. I'm like, whoa. I said, whoa, grandma. She's going a little too fast here. I grabbed her hand and I put it back on her lap. And she goes, excuse me? I said, look, I got a wedding ring. She goes, oh, I know. I saw it. She goes, that's why I touched you. I'm like, well, I said, please don't touch me. It's very uncomfortable. I said, I'm just waiting for my buddy. Should be out any time now.
Goodbye, Gary then, Snowflake.
So my buddy comes out like 15 minutes later, right? And, you know, this woman's sipping on her drink and, you know, trying to get me to go in the back room with her. After repeated attempts to say, hey, look, you know, no. I was going to tell her, now you're bordering on sexual harassment. I know. It's to say that because I'm a man, right? I shouldn't be saying sexual harassment in a house of prostitution. But my buddy comes out and he's all mad, $350. And then with the tip, I think it was like $500. I'm like, holy fuck, dude, for $5. I said I would have gone to 7-Eleven and I would have gotten those yellow gloves that go up to your elbows, right? That you wear washing dishes. I would have got you a whole bunch of porno mags, whatever you wanted, even videos, and a big tub of Jergens. And I would have manually jerked you off for that $500. It's not gay as long as we're not looking each other in the eyes. Wow.
There you go. That's funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I know there's some ladies in chat, please don't take offense to the way I talk. If you do, I'm apologizing now. This is just how I.
Dude, don't apologize for who or
if I
what you
was a
are.
woman,
And that's why I keep saying Salty Grant is an acquired taste. You either like him or you hate him. There ain't no in between. By the way, Robert Redmond, I agree. Gary Snowflake is another one of those. Personally, after I've got to know him, I used to like him, and then I found out what he was. And then the evidence is on Happy's channel. Let's see here. What's the evidence on Happy or Hippie Auditor's channel?
hippie auditor?
Oh, about
I'm not sure.
About Andrew and the tripping and falling with a shotgun in your mouth.
Well, I mean, I've told people to wash their mouth out with buckshot before, so I don't see anybody going after me. But then again, I guess because I'm the Salty Rant, they expect it. I don't know. Anyway, I save that for people I'm really fucking fighting with on the internet. I told a couple guys, hey, go wash your mouth out with a buckshot, bitch. And they're like, oh my God, you just told a person to go kill themselves. Like, if that's what I said, cool. Look, you got to understand, all the shit on fucking YouTube is just that. It's shit. The police throughout the United States will not go out and arrest somebody or even really take a report over threats on the internet because they don't think that it's credible. I'm working through my legal shit right now with those that are supporting CW. He's not coming back until it gets cold. It's not going to take me that long to get my restraining order paperwork back. And just like I said, I'm a man of my word. If he comes to the house and it's filled out and done, I will hand it to the police, and they will in turn hand it to him, placing him on a temporary restraining order. Not to contact me on the internet, not to talk about me on the internet, not to make videos about me on the internet. Do not come to my house. And then when we go to court, we will put all the facts before the judge. We'll see what happens. I mean, that's the only way to stop someone like CW. Maybe. And every time he breaks the restraining order, he goes to jail. Questions asked. Correct. Anyone in my family can put him in jail if he breaks that restraining order. I hope for my family's sake and safety, he doesn't break the restraining order in any way, shape, or form by coming back out to the house. But should he, they now have that power behind them. I know it sounds stupid. The power would be just a baseball.
I'm still blown away. You cannot bring one fucking platform to another and use it. I'm still blown away by that, dude. I've seen people been doing that for years out here. Just because she was the stupid idiot that made her family a fucking public entity on another platform. It's not right to do it. But it's all right for her friend to have done what she did to me. The one that she supports and likes and loves and thinks is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And then come to find out it was all a made up bullshit lie. And a guy gets to go to prison for 29 years for it. That's why she did that video. She about making by twisting my words around and saying I sent someone to prison. I never said I sent him to prison. I said I reported him. Facebook has their shit, and they are very stringent on their shit, and they go by the law for that. And let me tell you how disgusting these people were. They actually had a picture of a little girl showing her thing on that. And that's what got that motherfucker put in that's what got that person put in prison for 29 years. And that's what they were trying to hit me with.
I just want to tell Rebel Rouser, yes, Rebel Rouser, I believe everything you're saying, but that's what they're doing. Think about it, Rebel Rouser. Who have Tammy and I been turning up the heat on lately? So if We the People Parent Wars wants to do a distraction video, and they want to, as you say, dox my information, it's not considered doxing according to YouTube because it's public information. Just like when I put penis info out there, it's not doxing. Okay? So I don't have a leg to stand on. I can't do anything about it. What they want me to do is they want me to get mad.
What I think Rebel Browser's getting to the point of is they're saying you're doxing people. Okay. But yet they have put all your shit out many times, not just once, many times, of where you live, fucking satellite pictures and everything else.
Yeah, okay? Yeah, I know.
And then, but you do it to them, it's doxing, but they do it to you, you're just a public figure. You see, I think that's the point Rebel Rouser was trying to make.
I appreciate it. I appreciate everything Rebel Rouser and everybody in your chat, the other mods do. I understand where he's coming from. I was just trying to explain it to him. When I don't comment on We the People Turd Wars, and that's what I call them, and it's my opinion, in my opinion, just saying, too soon, he gets mad. If I never comment on any of his videos ever again, never make a video about him, never bring him up in chat anywhere, that's what does the most damage. Same thing with Peanut and that woman. That woman is on a tear right now. You see how many videos I've made concerning or directed at her, and then you see the voluminous amounts of videos she's making. Hey, Tammy, anyone who supports Peeler, Langley Lang, me. So I put up that video today, the family reunion. And right away, 5 minutes, 32-second mark.
I want to tell you, I have never seen any one of them people ever put in such a better light. They should think and be thankful you put them in such a good light, because that's the best light I've ever seen them in, man. You paid them compliments. I'm telling you, at least in my opinion. Just saying.
I admit it was weak as far as the Salty Rant goes, but it was about comedy and humor. It was all for fun anyway. All the times Hawkwind has gone ahead and used my picture in Brokeback Mountain and then swam me through. Like, whatever.
My picture once even?
What? Yeah. My point, at the 5 minute, 32-second mark, Hawkwind tried to go ahead and privacy strike the video for the same picture I beat a privacy strike on about a week and a half ago. He tried to hit again. I know I'm going to win it because all he's doing is he's triggering the YouTube algorithm. And when I talked about that woman having meetings like melding of the minds in Discord, I never accused her of it. I came right out and said, I have credible information that tells me this is what she's doing, and she had a video about it. Attack. I hope she keeps attacking me. I hope she keeps making nasty, raunchy videos about me, Lou Stefano, aka the Salty Rant. And I'll tell you why. For every video she makes about me, every comment she says about me, some way, somewhere, somehow, somewhen, she yields her power to the Salty Rant. She gives me her power, just like everybody else who talks negatively about me, including Mr. Benedict Arnold, any fan, in my opinion. And please, guys, keep talking about me. You're making my fucking new channel, well, my backup channel, Lou Stefano. I've had it for years. It was my personal YouTube channel I decided to use in this case. You're making me a household name. What did you say?
Rouser says I've got the monkey.
You keep cutting out.
I said Rebel Rouser said he got the monkey. Sorry, I was rolling a cigarette and I keep forgetting I got too far to the side.
You got to hire somebody to roll your cigarettes for you, buddy.
You give me the fucking money, I'll hire someone. Until then, I'm rolling them myself.
Put your PayPal link up. I got some knives for you. Oh, wait, can't set knives over PayPal, but
I was going to
either
say,
way, Christmas.
When have we been able to send knives over PayPal? That'd be neat.
Nah, you know, I've been sleeping most of the night. I had a run-in with somebody off the internet, a real fucking dickhead. I won't bring it here. It's no big deal. If he makes me go to court for his bullshit, I'm gonna win, hands down. But I'll tell you about it off the air. Not that I don't trust everybody here. It's just I don't want to feed the trolls, you know.
Correct. I understand.
You know, if any fan thinks that my video tonight was attacking him, he really does.
No, we don't. Yeah. And
Man,
I'm
dude,
sorry.
I've just had what?
Making some chili cheese connection and throwing it in concoction and throwing it. No, what I was about to say, I'm sorry if any of y'all were offended by the truth and light being brought to a subject by salty rant about something that someone was trying to spin a false narrative on by bringing out a fucking real news article. But both fucking win. Get over it.
Well,
here's
that
was a ray of light that was pointed at a fucking shadow, and the shadow fucking got pissed because they got pointed out by that ray of light. They weren't hiding in the shadows no more and trying to spin their false narrative no more.
Well, all I did was illuminate the shadows. I illuminated all the dark spots in the room. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I've been threatening for a year and a half to bring out that article. And Tammy knows this. He's the one that told me, fuck, you've been threatening like a year and a half to bring it out. And you finally brought it out, and you didn't do it in a nasty way. You didn't yell. You didn't scream. No. I was a little choked up toward the end. That's why I... And now my prayer is being mocked all over the internet, apparently. But again, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to stand for truth and do the right thing, you are always going to be blamed or made to look like the idiot on YouTube. Because, and this is my opinion now, I'm talking about any, he doesn't want to be right. He doesn't want the truth. He wants to be popular. He wants to be well liked. And he wants like he's a part of something. And the reason I know he's doing this, and I can tell you this with 100% certainty, is because when I was around those people, I did the exact same thing.
Well, do you know what got me? Is I stood up for his ass against a guy named Slow Burner. Now, granted, Slow Burner went over the line when he said he hoped that his family died in a car burning car crash. That was over the line. But he also got mad because he called him names. He got upset because he called him names and everything else. Okay. And I stood up for him for that. And I went to fucking bat for him for that. And yet he goes and does the same exact fucking thing that he got all upset, tore up over to me. And then calls me friend.
That's the hypocrisy.
And then the very next day he calls me friend and tells me I need to distance myself from someone that showed me how much of a true friend he is. Like I said, I brought up the fact that they're going to say, well, he went after Tammy about the Mammy thing. Once you got the truth,
I did, and I regret it.
Once you
Every time
you got the truth, you regretted it, and you ain't brought it up since. And you sure in the hell did not go behind my back somewhere just to look popular to someone and talk shit about me about it after you realized the truth.
No, but I very soon my sock of the Salty Rant, or at least the Fauna, will do just that, and it'll be in somebody's chat, and you'll see it. That's why you always got to hit the channel and see how many subscribers I have, and when the channel was created. I don't remember when I created this channel. I think it was 2015. And you know, again, YouTube took away our ability to see the truth of whether it's a real account or fake account, without now having to go to a platform tool that works better on the computer than it does the phone.
You're correct. You're correct on that. Yes, truth.
So
it's hypocrisy on steroids. You're correct. Salty Rant has never once been. He stood his ground. He admitted when he was wrong, said he was sorry, okay, and he stood his ground on that. I always know where Salty Rant's standing, even if he's in the wrong. I know where he's standing. I realized I didn't even know where the any fan stood. Okay, he went and talked crap about me, knowing I have dyslexia, and then comes back the next day, says I'm your friend, and then tries to tell me to distance myself from someone where I know he stands even when he's in the wrong. Okay, he don't back down from where he stands. Okay, period. Okay, until he is proven wrong, and then he apologizes and proved wrong. Okay, and then I see where he stands after that. Sorry. What I saw was someone that wants to be, oh, I'm popular. Oh, I I will get ruin my credibility. I'll throw my morals to the side just to be popular. That's why I'm not very popular, and I know it. And I don't care. My morals are my morals. I stand on my ground, and and when I die, I'll say I have one regret in my entire life. One, and that was I never took the time to go have a cup of coffee with my dad before he died. And I always hold hope. I always hold hope that when I die, I get the chance to have that cup of coffee with him. That's where I stand. Where do you all stand? And I'm speaking truth here, not just something that people want you to hear or you want people to hear. I know where I stand. Shadow of a fucking doubt. I'll sit there and say, well, Tammy did a lot. Tammy did a lot. You damn right I did do a lot. Because every time a goddamn opportunity presented itself, I took it. I didn't make excuses as to why I didn't. I couldn't, or I shouldn't. The only opportunity that I've never taken is jumping out of an airplane, which I've had two opportunities to do that, and I take that's two opportunities that I passed up on because I'm a firm believer if God wanted me to fly, He would have put feathers in my ass. Period. So Is that a regret? Absolutely not, because of the way I stand and feel about flying. I don't like flying, never have liked flying. Don't think it's right. Okay. To me, I'd rather go floating around on a goddamn ship or boat or something like that if I need to go anywhere than I would be on a plane. Just saying. That's just me. Okay. But every other opportunity I've been afforded in my life, I made reason to take it and not reason not to take it. All right. I want you all to understand that. When you got the opportunity to take something and run with it, take it and run with it. And then you could say you've done just as much as I have. Don't say, oh, that's my bucket list. Fuck your bucket list. Take it. Oh, I'll do it when I get 50 some years old, 60 some, when I fucking when I am about to die, I'll go ahead and do it because it's on my bucket list. Fuck your bucket list. You could have got a lot more done, a lot more accomplished, and had a lot more fun in life if you had just done it when you had the opportunity to do it to begin with. So remember that, people. And that's what I done, and that's what I had the ability to do. I didn't try to keep up with the Joneses. I didn't try to uh, have all this monetary value in my life. I went and did what I could do when I had the opportunity to do it. If that's wrong, well, at least I'm going to die a happy motherfucker knowing I did whatever I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. And I don't have no regrets except one, when I didn't take the time to have coffee with my dad. One regret ever in my entire life. And that's it. So here's my suggestion to y'all. If y'all want to be happy, want to enjoy life, don't make excuses why you can't do something. Make excuses why you can and go do it. Because can't ain't never done a damn thing. Can't has only made you a stagnant individual that don't do nothing and don't make themselves happy. Can gets things done. Can gets what you want to be happy done. And that's what you need to do. So, yes, I've done a lot in my life at the sacrifice of monetary gain. So, there's a song, it's called Pirates Look at 40. Go ahead, Salty. What's that, Salty? I heard you try to come through and then you sort of faded out. There you go, Rebel. You're a landlubber too. Uh-oh. I think Salty's having problems with his connection. He'll be back, I'm sure. But just remember that when you go and say, well, I can't do that. Yeah, you might have to sacrifice monetary value. I was about to talk about a song. It's called The Pirates Look at 40. Okay. That song is a very befitting song to me. The whole lyrics is a very befitting song to me. Okay. I ain't saying nothing wrong in making it the truth. But I am saying if that's what you want to put in your life before having to making your life enjoyable, well, then don't whine about why your life's not enjoyable. Okay. I never did that. I never put that in front of my life being enjoyable. Okay. It's like that woman, she came up here. She said if she ever found a way to get me something in the mail, she'd do it. And I'd keep it because she sends good stuff. And then she found out I have morals and principles, and I would instantly return her good stuff right back to her, return to sender. Because that's what I told her I would do, and I meant that. Monetary gain to me ain't shit. I've had, and do you know why I came to that conclusion about monetary gain ain't shit? You try having 2 house fires and losing everything you own. First one destroyed me because I lost a lot of personal items that were family items and shit like that. Welcome back, Salty. But the second one, all I did was lose monetary gain. That's all I lost. So, needless to say,
there you are.
Yeah, there you go. So, needless to say, when you have that happen to you, it puts life in a whole new perspective because monetary gain can be taken away in the blink of an eye by a house fire. That's what happened to me. Okay, one house I moved into, the electrical got eat up by a squirrel. The squirrel crossed the wires and fucking set the house on fire. Okay, I'm sorry, I haven't checked it in a long time. I apologize.
I keep him.
Sounds like you're having connections issues right now, Salty. Oh, Salty. There you go, Salty. I heard you fine to begin with, and then you cracked up, and then you left, and now you're coming back. Now I hear you good again. Can't hear you now. Salty, if you're talking, I can't hear you, buddy. Just saying. Oh, he ain't here. All right, thank you, Rebel Rouser. Check my text. Hey, well, here's the link. You can put it on one of my, actually, you can put it on one of my videos there. I'll get she can put it on one of my videos, and she can, I'll get the notification that she put something on my videos. So, let her call me. See, this is a work phone. I won't deal with that. The phone number that you got of me is for work. And the people at my work don't play games like that. So go ahead, call me. I'll let my people at work deal with you. And I tell them that what that's all about and why it's all about it. And yes, I could still work and still have my disability. Why? Because I make under their cap of what the minimum of what you can make by working with that company now, and they set it up that way. I'm making about 1,500, give or take, which is under their cap because it's 1,800 here. So sorry. So go play your game. And I'll just allow you to call, and then I'll allow my people at work to enjoy their fun and what they do. I keep telling y'all this is a work phone. don't even belong to me. And also, when she calls me, I hope she has some nice, good earplugs because I like hitting people I don't recognize their phone number with an air horn. It's great. It's a great deterrent. It's made a lot of spam calls quit calling me as well from fake insurance companies to car loan companies to so on and so forth. So I hope when she calls, she has a great set of earplugs. Got certain people that can call this phone. It's set up to call this phone. And them are the only people that are allowed to have my number legally. So when it shows up as a phone number that ain't part of my contacts, I'm sorry. Oh, the salty rant's back. Finally. Hey, Salty, what's up?
Hey, now?
Yep. By the way,
Okay. I briefly looked at that We the People Turd Wars video. I make something very clear to everybody in your audience. And you're going to find this funny. So everybody, love you. I'm laughing. I'm an asshole on the internet. And I can be an asshole in my professional life as a start and as a person in the general public. However, I've always been very reactionary. If We the People Turd Wars thinks they're going to make me afraid to interact with the places I go in my community for fear that me, that's a terrorist act, what he just did. I could report him to YouTube for terrorist activity, but they're not going to do anything about it. You can take my house and MapQuest it by Google and see all the businesses in the area that I may or may not go to on a daily basis. I can assure you none of these people care about what I do on YouTube. He says I'm a tyrant asshole.
Hey, dudes, now tell me you don't live in that woman's head. She just did a video of you say Lou's taking my home. You live in that woman's head so bad it ain't even
I'm not taking it to court. Teaching me to play chess and how to do it. I appreciate you. like I said, obviously I live in a lot of these days. No such thing as bad publicity when you're Lou Stefano, aka the Salty Rant. No such thing as bad publicity.
It's just fucking hilarious.
I don't give in to terrorist demands, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like the United States of America. I don't give in to terrorist demands, and I will not reason with terrorists and their demands. And in my opinion, for the sake of argument, turd wars is a fucking nation. Making terroristic threats and terroristic demands for people to go call all the stores that I may or may not visit on my run, going about my daily life. Half the businesses I've never been to. Better never do it. If they think they're gonna go ahead and impact my life outside of YouTube, think again. Nobody gives a shit about me being the Salty Rant or having a salty opinion on life.
You know, you're tearing up your mother-in-law's house and you're punching holes in the walls and all sorts of shit.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
She's trying to turn it back on me. She was mad.
She was mad she got caught. She got caught and found out that she was throwing her shit around her house.
Yep, I said, don't tear up my house. I said, I want to sell for money than it's worth.
She's done being nice, Lou.
I don't think she's ever been nice in the at least 18 months we've been going at one another. And if that was her being nice, shit, I hate when she's not nice. She's not going to do anything to me. This is all hype and bullcrap on the internet. That woman, take your tough girl routine somewhere else. I'm not impressed. And neither are your victims. My goodness.
You were talking about the false narrative she's putting out there, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You put out a True News article that proved her false narratives. Okay.
I did.
So, and she is all but hurt about that news article. Everybody's butt hurt about that news article. I want to know why too when it's the truth. Why is it you get butt hurt over the truth, but you don't get butt hurt when you're being lied to? That's what I want to know. This world has become fucked up when that happens. When truth becomes what butt hurts you, and the lie is what makes you happy. That's some fucked up thinking, people. Just saying. I don't understand that. I go to sleep when my insomnia that I've had since I was a little kid ain't fucking with me. And I sleep from that. That was long before I knew YouTube, so you can't say YouTube's the one that's giving me insomnia attacks today.
Even any fans mad about the article.
I know. I know. I know. I don't
He has no right
understand that.
to be mad about it. Concern him. He has no right to be mad. It doesn't concern him. I call them today in my videos sheeple.
Yeah. That's where you get the proof of like I had even so eloquently told him he's talking just like this Discord bag of dicks. Okay.
Yep. He's parroting
That's
their
the
words.
proof in
These
it.
are not
That
his
was
words.
yeah. That's the proof in the pudding. When they're saying when he's saying almost word for word what has come out of Teresa's mouth, that woman's mouth for almost 18 months about you, then guess what? That shows you're a sheep, buddy. You're a sheep. You have no mental capability to think for yourself. And I've got to cut ties with someone like that. Just saying. He tried to go on the fact that he don't know why Lou would do such things. He didn't know that Teresa, that woman, helped to send a person to your house to try to start shit. He didn't know that that woman helped to facilitate and call your job, have people call your job and beg for people to call your job so you would lose your job or try to get you to lose your job. Didn't know that. But yet he started speaking the same exact fucking words that's come out of her mouth. I think just maybe
and
you might want to think for yourself and find out the true facts about marriage. But as of now, I'm cutting ties with you for the simple fact you have shown to me you are a sheep. You want to follow the group that is not the one you want to follow that group that you think is right without even having the capacity of thought for yourself. Okay. When you can have capacity for thought for yourself and quit using the same words that have come out of the Discord bag of dicks mouths for months now and tell me in your words how you even feel about something, not their words, then I might be able to take you serious. And then I might be able to actually have a conversation with you. But when you're using their fucking words, and don't whine and cry about Slow Burner no more when you're just as bad as him. Except for you have not come off and threatened. The only difference between you and him is you have not come off yet, and I'm sure you will if you keep going with the Discord bag of dicks and their words. You have not threatened anybody's family. That's the only thing that's different between you and Slow Burner. Other than that, you're two peas in a pod. Just saying.
I'm so firmly planted in her brain, she can't even think straight right now.
Use your shit. Try to use the same words you said to her against you. How weak have you gotten, Teresa? You've gotten weak. I'm just saying. You have gotten weak, that woman. You are weak, and getting weaker by the second. I don't know why. Could it be the truth is setting you free? Just saying.
Gotta be something, right, Tammy?
Got to be something, because every time she does something, she's getting weaker and weaker every time she tries it. I mean, when she's starting to throw your own words back at you to try to troll you, which she's never done before.
Oh no, she does it all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, I've never seen it until here. Well, I've never seen it until here.
Recently, she's tried to take my words and throw them against me. But look at the video ratio. For every video I put out about any one of them, she puts out at least 4 to 5 more. And then he has "We the People" turn words to attack me. He's weak. He ain't gonna do nothing. He's sitting on a couch, stink like he's supposed to. That's all he's for. Go sit on the turd wars, stink it up. That's all you're good for. You don't me, you don't frighten me, and you don't fucking scare me.
I hate to say this. Tammy. I've been on here for 2 hours, and I got to make some phone calls. Okay.
All right.
And there, some of it's for my health, and some of it's for other reasons. So I got to make these phone calls. Okay. So I will talk to you later, bud. I just realized the time.
Give me a call whenever.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock, and my doctor's office is open. They open at 6 o'clock, so which is really fucking awesome.
All right, well, you go and take care of your business. I'll talk to you soon.
And all right, you all try to have a good day. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. If it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, enjoy it. You got anything last thing to say before I close it out?
Thank you, everyone, for letting me live rent-free in your mind. I'm not going to acknowledge your name. You know who you are. Many of you. Thank you for giving more subscribers and more publicity. I'm out this bitch. Talk to y'all later.
Later, guys. And